Hey my loves, I'm Farlie Solomons and welcome back to my channel. Today's look is full face summer glam look. Since it's summer, let's call it a summer glam look. And the eye palette that I have used today is Revlon Wonder Woman. And the first shade from this palette is this orange shade that goes over the crease line. I have used a blending brush just to place the shade over the crease line, and I'd like to always go in swirls with the brush just to diffuse the shade into the crease line. Keep diffusing the shade and always in swirls from the outer corner right into the inner corner, back and forth. And the next shade from the palette is this pink shade. I have used a brush that has a sponge, and basically I have wet the sponge a little bit just to pick up the shade and to increase the intensity of the shade, and this goes on the outer corner. It's really very easy to apply shades with these kind of tools because it's just picks the shade. It picks the shades quite different to a brush. I mean, the placing of shades, picking of shades with these kind of tools are quite different, I would say. And then the next shade is the blue from this palette, and this goes on the outer corner. I have simply placed the shade with a flat brush and then diffusing it into the inner corner, into the crease line on the outer corner. Just keep diffusing it really well. If you see my face, that looks a little bit oily, and that is because I have used Tom Ford body oil with my foundation, because that gives a classic shimmery effect once the makeup is done. And then picking up this shimmery shade from the palette, it's a little bit more on the champagne side, like a champagne shade, and this goes on the eyelid from the inner corner up to the pink that we had put on the outer corner. Basically, pink acts like a transition shade out here, but not quite like a transition shade, I would say. And then diffusing the edges really well. I did wet the sponge on this brush even to pick up the shimmery shade. And then goes the brown from this palette, and this goes on the outer corner over the blue. Just placing the shade really well and then diffusing it into the crease line right on the outer corner. Just like that. It's quite a simple look, but at the same time it's a glamorous look, and it's quite wearable, I could say. And then increasing the intensity of the pink, I'm simply going to pick up more of the pink and then diffusing the edges really well. And then going back to the crease line, I'm simply going to diffuse the crease line really well. Always with light hands, and then picking up the shimmery shade again, and this goes on the lower lashes. Just like that. Applying the shade as much as I can on the lower lash line, under the lower lash line, and then a little bit on the inner corner near the tear duct. And then going back with the blue, I'm simply going to place this shade starting from the outer corner, going almost towards the inner corner, but actually going past the middle of the eye. Not exactly the inner corner, I would say. I mean, from the outer corner towards the inner corner, just leaving the tear duct area. I could define it like that, I guess. Yes. So this is how it should be. And then I went off camera and applied my false eyelashes. Today I have used Party Animal, and you could find these on my website. That is www.farliesolomons.com. And oops, the box is empty because I have used the lashes. For the concealer, I have used Dior Forever Skin Correct in the shade 2N, and I have simply used Too Faced translucent powder over it. For the bronzer, I have used my Morphe palette, and I have picked up 2 shades. One is this yellowish and the other one is a little bit towards the brownish. I have mixed both the shades and applied it on the hollows of my cheeks, as well as the forehead, the jawline, and my nose. As you can see, there is a little bit of a yellowness towards the outer corner of my mouth. Basically, I have not diffused the foundation well, I guess. I can sometimes be a blind bat, and I didn't realize while I was shooting it, but I did fix it later. Never mind, we all are human. Mistakes do happen, but yes, I didn't blend the foundation well. And sometimes I use 2 foundations. One is a dark one and one is a light one, just to match to my skin. That's it. And I'm just going to run the brush all over my face with the bronzer. Contouring my nose a little bit. You need to make sure that you really diffuse the lines on the bridge of the nose, because you really don't want 2 dark lines to be seen on the bridge of the nose. So it's really important to blend and blur the lines really well. Just like that. Blurring the lines, blending it into the skin. I just don't want it to be visible. I want it to be there, but it shouldn't be that visible for me. That's how I like it. So that's the reason I keep blending it a lot. And this should be, and this is how it should look like. And then for the blush, I have used Too Faced Sweethearts in the shade Candy Glow, and then I have used another one that is Dr. Irina Iris Face Oval Designer. I have simply combined these 2 blushes, applying it on my cheeks. I still can see the yellowness around my mouth, and I just can't I can't believe that I didn't see that, but it's okay. And then I have used another blush just to add a little bit of a pink or a reddish tint to the cheeks. It's called Heart Stamp Blusher, and this is actually a Korean blush. It's quite good. It's like a stamp. You just pick up the product and stamp it on the cheeks and diffuse the product the way you want. This is how it should look like. And then going with the highlighter, I have used the Luminizer Squad, and from this I have used Mary Luminizer shade, and this goes on the highest points, that is the cheekbone, the nose, and a little bit on my chin. And then just taking a damp beauty blender, I'm simply going to diffuse it, applying a little bit more of the product and then diffusing it with a beauty blender and settling it on the skin. Just like that. Applying and then dabbing it with a beauty blender. And for the lips, I have used Revlon 325 in the shade Toast of New York. I really can't tell you how much I love this shade. It's an awesome shade. I am in love with this shade. So this is how it should look like. This is the end of the tutorial. Full face summer glam look. If you have liked this video, don't forget to hit the the like button, and if you have liked my channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. This is me signing off. I shall see you in my next video. Bye bye.